like, share, subscribe. Shouts out to the Lions Den community. And don't y'all forget to subscribe to the podcast show. Link will be pinned in the top of the chat.
Just name the channel who could bang with us. I'll prove that you are smoking dust. GTV Media is top notch in this game, y'all. You failures only have yourself to blame, y'all. Ticket TV and they weapons make you suckers cry. Why don't you close your channel, crawl into a hole and die? Shout out to those who love our movement, no, we'll never flop until you get your mouth off LVBC. We are the underground outfit, y'all. We built this whole thing by ourselves, look in y'all. Independence start with self-preservation. If you can't take care of self, then how can you build a nation, y'all? Yup, we got that merch for the ladies and yes, we even got that merch for the babies and we got appliances and everything that you will need. We got some banging songs that make anemic haters bleed.
All right, man. Y'all press 1 if y'all can hear me in the comments, man. I got a mic check. 1 2 1 2. If y'all can hear me, press 1 in the comments, man. I'm gonna get right into this one, man, because it is going down right now, bro. It's going down, man. So we came in here. Y'all can hear me, man. All right, salute everybody. And shout out to everybody for supporting the channel, man. Salute to the 3 people who sent donations to the Cash App. I will shout y'all out as soon as before this video is over with. Salute to all of y'all. Salute to everybody else who support the channel, that subscribe to the podcast show. The links is pinned at the top of the comment section if y'all want to support the channel. Let's get right into this, man. Let me say this. We started off earlier this morning. This all started off with that report that came out of ABC, that a review ordered by President Donald J. Trump appointed leadership of the Justice Department and the FBI found no evidence that the notorious deceased financier Jeffrey Epstein kept a client list of associates whom he blackmailed or conspired with to victimize dozens of women, according to a new memo. Now, that made everybody go crazy, especially one Elon Musk. Now, Elon Musk has been going online and going berserk ever since that news came out. So Elon Musk basically went to the internet and started going in, blasting Donald Trump and saying this is the final straw, blah, 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 and saying that, you know, why is Ghislaine Maxwell still being arrested if, you know, there's no list, there's no client list, none of this stuff. But we already spoke about Elon Musk, and we asked the question, if Elon Musk is so harsh on Donald Trump and believes that Donald J. Trump is in those Epstein files, like he stated before he retracted that tweet on X. He stated that Donald Trump is in the files, and that's the reason why he won't release the files. Elon Musk took that tweet back, but has still been standing on that ever since him and Trump got into it over a bill. Trump still signed off on the bill, and now Elon Musk is absolutely irate and saying that he's going to go get his own political party and start his own party, the American Party. And Donald Trump was asked about it, and he said, you know, he basically blasted that dude having a party, saying that the Republican Party is enough. And, you know, basically what he's doing is just, you know, BS, basically. Well, I asked the question, if Elon Musk is such a high and mighty man and such a honest and fruitful man for the American people, why would he back Donald J. Trump if he felt like Trump was in those files? Why would Elon Musk be Trump's biggest donator and his biggest supporter if he knew all of this information? But because of the fact that Donald Trump didn't do what he wanted to do financially in the country, and it benefit his businesses, now all of a sudden Elon Musk got beef with Donald Trump. It wasn't because of your moral compass that you didn't want to, or you backed out of backing Donald Trump. No. You backed out of backing Donald Trump because it affected your money, brother, your pockets. You understand what I'm saying? Because until Donald J. Trump did what he did with that bill, you ain't had no problem with Trump. You was up there singing his praises, and he was singing yours. But now all of a sudden, you said all of along he was on that list. But guess what, y'all? This whole story has just taken a damning twist. As now, Jeffrey Epstein's lawyer, who goes by the name of David Schoen, has come out and went ballistic on all of the rich and the famous who he said turned their back on Jeffrey Epstein in this situation. Now, according to reports, Jeffrey Epstein's lawyer says shame on the famous pals who bailed over on his client, Jeffrey Epstein, over this alleged client list, and says they should have been better friends to Jeffrey Epstein. But wait, there's more, y'all. According to this report from TMZ, it says proponents of theories building for months over which rich and famous pals might appear on Jeffrey Epstein's alleged client list were met with an underwhelming federal announcement. And now a lawyer for the convicted sex offender is shaming Jeffrey Epstein's friends, who he says initially ran for the hills. Now, here's the deal, according to the TMZ article. The Department of Justice announced today that there was no evidence against Jeffrey Epstein that he kept a quote-unquote client list or that he was murdered in his cell, a shocking revelation to some who naturally immediately called it BS. David Schoen, the man on the left-hand side of your screen, one of Jeffrey Epstein's lawyers, has told TMZ now that he never expected some super secret list to be found because it made no sense. Jeffrey Epstein's lawyer says, I think the right's fascination with this and disappointment with the Department of Justice position is quite simply that they hoped to find some damning evidence about President Bill Clinton and perhaps Bill Gates and other non-conservative figures, and hoped to use that information to take them down. Let me repeat this again. Let me repeat this again to everybody that's listening. Epstein's lawyer have just told TMZ that I think that the right-wing fascination with this and the disappointment with the Department of Justice, let me read this, position is quite simply that they hope to find damning evidence about President Clinton and perhaps Bill Gates and other non-conservative figures, and hope to use the information to take them down, he said. Of course, the defense attorney totally buys that Jeffrey Epstein had a Rolodex filled with powerful contacts, but he says that is a far cry from the idea that he regularly set up the rich and powerful with these youngins. Now, the attorney went a step further, blasting the same people who were friends with Jeffrey Epstein for years. That is, up until he was charged with sex trafficking of MINORSs. And the Hollywood DC link conspiracy theories started spreading like wildfire. It's shameful, the lawyer says, that those same people who spent meaningful time with Jeffrey Epstein on vacations, for example, all turned on him and tried to deny or minimize their ties with him once he began to be betrayed as a monster. One thing's for sure, this report says, even with the feds closing the book on the client list component, the continued conspiracy theories are going to fill binders. And one thing further, ladies and gentlemen, this man, Mr. Dan Bongino, FBI deputy director, he came out today on Fox News and he said something that made me think. He's talked about the video that everybody's talking about today that was allegedly released outside of Jeffrey Epstein's jail cell. But he said something that made me think. He said that they had to do some work to the video. They had to, in his words, clean the video up before they released it to the public. What do you mean clean it up? He said they had to clean the video up to make the visuals look better before they released it to the public. What do you mean clean it up? Why would you have to clean anything up? Why not just release it in its original form to the public? Why clean that video up? For what? I want to play to you what he said on Fox News today.
I'm just telling you what we see in the file. I just want to be crystal clear on this. I am not asking anyone to believe me. I'm telling you what's there and what isn't. Right. There is nothing in the file at this point on the Epstein case, and there's going to be a disclosure on this coming shortly. We are working through there is video. That is something the public does not.
There's video of him killing himself.
No, not the actual act, but the entire MCC Bay. There was only one camera. There's video that when you look at the video, and we will release, that's what's taken a while on this. We are working on cleaning it up to make sure you have an enhanced, and we're going to give the original.
What? He said there's video. He says, but we're working on cleaning it up. Why do you need to clean up a video? Why not release the video in its original form to the general public? The video is supposed to be from outside of the cell, right? Why do they need to clean it up? We need to ask the question, why do they need to clean that video up? What is the purpose of even touching that video? Is the video footage from 2022 that bad? I've seen better video footage that they've released in prison of these guys in Chicago on YouTube. They just put the video right up on YouTube, and the video quality is great. You can see everything. So you're gonna tell us that y'all gotta clean up this video for Epstein? Make it make sense. Let's go back again.
MCC Bay, there was only one camera. There's video that when you look at the video, and we will release, that's what's taken a while on this. We are working on cleaning it up to make sure you have an enhanced, and we're going to give the original so you don't think there were any shenanigans. You're going to see there's
no. They're going to think it's shenanigans because you're saying that you're going to clean it up. What do you mean? What do you mean? Just release the video for what it is. They should release the entire video to the general public as it is. Why any switch up? And the lawyer for Epstein, y'all, going off on all those people who were cool with Jeffrey Epstein before he caught charges. Kind of sound like the Diddy situation, right? Where all those people, those celebrities who were all cool with Diddy. And when Diddy caught that case, man, you couldn't get not one of them at the courthouse. Not one of them going out to the courthouse except for Kanye West. And he was the one that called Diddy the feds. He put them all on blast and said they all turn on. But ladies and gentlemen, I remember something. It was something I forgot. Because Elon Musk went in. Elon Musk went in on Donald J. Trump about this entire situation. But I forgot about something. But today I remember. And it's this. Elon Musk was subpoenaed in the Jeffrey Epstein, JP Morgan lawsuit. If you guys remember, according to the reports, Elon Musk's subpoena and the Epstein JP Morgan lawsuit can be served to Tesla, a judge rules. And I'm going to read this article from back on May the 17th, 2023. As a federal judge ruled in that article that the U.S. Virgin Islands can serve a subpoena for Elon Musk to his electric car company, Tesla. The subpoena demands documents related to Elon Musk, sex predator Jeffrey Epstein, and JP Morgan Chase. The Virgin Islands is suing JP Morgan Chase over sex trafficking committed by Epstein, a former friend of Donald Trump and Bill Clinton. JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon is due to be deposed in the case on May the 26th of that year. Now, if you guys remember, because remember, ticket don't miss. And I'm going to show y'all something. Because you know when I get on to something, oh boy, y'all already know how I start cooking. Now, I'm finna put something on y'all's screen. I'm finna put a picture on y'all's screen that was in this article. And when I saw this picture, it just made me think. Elon Musk said something, right? And I said to myself, why would Elon Musk, why would he back a guy like Donald Trump if he felt this way about Trump? If he knew that Trump was in those files as he claimed and Trump denied? Why would Elon Musk even know about this information or even back Donald Trump until it financially wasn't in his favor? Look at this. Right from the article itself. The one and only Ghislaine Maxwell and Elon Musk attended the 2014 Vanity Fair Oscar party hosted by Graydon Carter on March the 2nd, 2014 in West Hollywood, California. That is a picture of Elon Musk, and that is a picture of Ghislaine Maxwell, who is now in prison in Florida. Now, let me finish reading this article to you guys. That it came out of this article, and you guys can go look it up for yourselves. CNBC, the subpoena article. And this article said, ladies and gentlemen, and I want to read it to you. It says, a federal judge ruled Wednesday that the U.S. Virgin Islands can serve a subpoena for Elon Musk to his electric car company, Tesla, as a part of the government's lawsuit against JP Morgan Chase over the bank's ties to dead sexual trafficker Jeffrey Epstein. The ruling came days after lawyers for the USVI government told, U.S. Virgin Islands government told the judge, Jed Rakoff, they have been unable to serve the Tesla CEO personally with a subpoena demanding documents related to Epstein and JP Morgan. The Virgin Islands is suing JP Morgan in district court, U.S. District Court in Manhattan for allegedly enabling and financially benefiting from Epstein's sex trafficking of youngin. The late financier, Jeffrey Epstein, and sex criminal had been a customer of the bank from 1998 through 2013. JP Morgan denies any wrongdoing. On April the 28th, the U.S. Virgin Islands issued a subpoena to Elon Musk because of suspicion that Jeffrey Epstein may have referred or attempted to refer Elon Musk as a client to JP Morgan, according to a court filing on Monday. The subpoena demands that Elon Musk turn over any documents showing communication involving him, JP Morgan, and Jeffrey Epstein, as well as all documents reflecting or regarding Epstein's involvement in human trafficking and or his procurement of those youngins or women for consensual sex. The U.S. Virgin Islands said in a court filing that Monday in 2023, that an investigative firm it retained had been unable to locate Elon Musk to serve him in person with a subpoena, as is the norm. The filing also said that a lawyer for Elon Musk did not reply to a request that the attorney accept the subpoena for his client. Rakoff, in his order that Wednesday, authorized the U.S. Virgin Islands to arrange alternative service of a subpoena to produce documents by serving Elon Musk via service upon Tesla's Inc. registered agent. Elon Musk didn't immediately respond to a request for comment. The U.S. Virgin Islands also had issued similar subpoenas for documents related to Epstein and J.P. Morgan to Google co-founders Larry Page and Sergey Brin, former Disney executive Michael Ovitz, Hyatt Hotels executive chairman Thomas Pritzker, and Mort Zuckerman, the billionaire real estate investor. J.P. Morgan CEO Jamie Dixon is scheduled to be deposed on May the 26, 2023 for the lawsuit and for a related suit against the bank by a woman who says that Jeffrey Epstein sexually abused her. Elon Musk, in a tweet on that Monday night, had blasted the idea of that he had been given a subpoena in the case. This is idiotic on so many levels, Elon Musk wrote on Twitter at that time, which he brought and took private in that other year. That cretin never advised me on anything whatsoever, he wrote, referring to Jeffrey Epstein. The notion that I would need or listen to financial advice from a dumb crook is absurd, Elon Musk added. JPM let Tesla down 10 years ago, despite having Tesla's global commercial banking business, which we then withdrew. I have never forgiven them, he said. In 2018, Jeffrey Epstein told the New York Times that he had been advising Elon Musk after the Securities and Exchange Commission opened a probe into Elon Musk's comments about taking Tesla private. A Tesla spokesperson told the Times it is incorrect to say that Jeffrey Epstein ever advised Elon Musk on anything. Epstein unalived himself in April or August of 2019, a month after the federal authorities arrested him on an indictment charging him with CHILD, sex trafficking. He had previously pled guilty in 2008 to a Florida state charge of soliciting sex from an minor. Before his fall from grace, Epstein and his former girlfriend, Ghislaine Maxwell, socialized with many rich and powerful people, among them former presidents Donald Trump and Bill Clinton, as well as Britain's Prince Andrew and the brother of King Charles III. Maxwell, a British socialite, was convicted in 2021 in federal court in Manhattan of procuring MINORSs to be sexually abused by Jeffrey Epstein. Ghislaine Maxwell was sentenced in June of 2022 to 20 years in prison. Elon Musk in July of 2020 replied on a Twitter post that showed him posing for a photo next to a smiling Ghislaine Maxwell, as y'all see on y'all screen. Don't know Ghislaine at all, Elon Musk stated. She photobombed me once at a Vanity Fair party several years ago, says Elon Musk. The real question is why Vanity Fair invited her in the first place, said Elon Musk. The New York Times, in a 2020 article detailing that photo, reported that a Vanity Fair staff member who had stood next to both Maxwell and Elon Musk at the party said that the pair chatted. Let me repeat that again. The New York Times, in a 2022 article detailing that photo, reportedly that a Vanity Fair staff member who had stood next to both Ghislaine Maxwell and Elon Musk at that party said that the pair had chatted. Mrs. Maxwell asked Elon Musk if there were a way to remove oneself from the internet and encourage Elon Musk to destroy the internet. Mr. Musk demurred. The Times reported, citing the staffer who shared contemporaneous notes of the encounter. Mrs. Maxwell then asked Elon Musk why aliens hadn't yet made contact with humanity, to which Elon Musk replied that all civilizations eventually end, including Maxwell's hypothetical alien one, and raised the possibility that humans are living in a simulation. Y'all need to go check out that article back in CNBC on May the 17th, 2023, and read that article for yourself. I asked myself, when Elon Musk said that and accused Donald Trump of being in those files, I said, how in the hell would he know that he's in those files? Now they say there was no client list, there was no files. And now the lawyer, one of the lawyers for Jeffrey Epstein, has come out and said that the right wanted for Bill Clinton and Bill Gates allegedly to be exposed of being in those files, but that hasn't come to pass. He also stated that it's a shame that all of those people that were friends with Jeffrey Epstein before he caught his case ran for the high hills as soon as Jeffrey Epstein got charged. You guys let me know what y'all think. What do y'all feel? Like, share, subscribe. And I appreciate everybody that taps on in. Elon Musk said she photobombed him in that picture. He didn't even know her, Ghislaine Maxwell. And that she just photobombed him in that picture. What do you guys think? How do you guys feel? And I asked myself a question. I ask all of y'all a question one more time. Elon Musk was so angry that they said that there were no files to be released after he said that Donald J. Trump was in those files on X before deleting that tweet. But if that's the case, what does that say about Elon Musk? If he knew that Donald Trump was in those files, but he actively not only supported Donald Trump, not only campaigned with Donald Trump, but helped put Donald Trump back in the White House. What does that morally say about him? That as soon as they had a beef over a bill that seemingly wouldn't benefit businesses of Elon Musk, that now he comes out and says that Donald J. Trump was on that list. which Trump has denied. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. How y'all feel about all of this information? And how do y'all feel about the lawyer coming out blasting all of the people who were friends with Epstein until he caught that case? And now he's saying, see, now they're saying it wasn't even no list. Y'all let me know what y'all think about the lawyer saying that the right was expecting to blast Bill Clinton and Bill Gates for being allegedly in that situation. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Like, share, subscribe, everybody.
All right, you guys. So we appreciate everybody that popped in, supported this video. Make sure that you guys shop our merch. We got that new A Weapons merchandise right there below this video. All you got to do is look below. The links will be pinned at the top of the comment section as well to get the merch, to donate, support the channel, and subscribe to our podcast show. You'll see all those links pinned at the top of the comment section of this video. And we appreciate everybody that supports this channel and our networks. Also, that straight drop weight loss formula. Go to the website. You guys will see that. A link for that will be pinned at the top of the comment section as well. Go right there for all of your weight loss needs. Straight drop weight loss formula. We have a lot of testimonials on the website. You can go to www.str-8-drop.com and get you some of the weight loss formula today. Take your weight loss serious. Get in the gym, work out, exercise, and do what you got to do to stay on point. We appreciate everybody that's been locked into this video. Again, all the links are pinned at the top of the comment section below. Salute to all of y'all. And again, we appreciate everybody who support what we doing over here.